Hello everyone, my name's Jarryd from Platinum Consultants and welcome back to another Simpro Spotlight session. Today we're going to be covering the new AI work completed notes that Simpro have introduced as of a couple of days ago. So to enable this, you need to make sure that you accept the terms and conditions that are set up in Simpro Premium. And so how we do this is we just go into your company's settings here. Now, if you're running a multi-company build like I am here, we do have to go to the template company. If you just have one company, it's not a problem. You just go straight to your company settings. But in this instance, when we do go to our setup, we're going to go to company. I'll have to select my template company here. You see now we have this new section, Artificial Intelligence T's and C's. If you haven't clicked on this link before, this box won't be tickable. You'll have to click on this to open up the terms and conditions. Read through here and make sure you're happy with everything that Simpro is putting in their terms and conditions. Once you get out of that, you'll see this tick box becomes available to tick. You can tick it and then therefore you are opted into using AI in the Simpro mobile app. Now what we're going to do is we'll jump over to the mobile app and I'll show you guys how we can use that in the mobile. So now we're over here in the mobile. I'm going to show you how you can use the AI feature in Simpro Mobile so the technicians might find entering their work completed notes a little bit easier. So I've scheduled myself to a random job in my test build here. We're going to open up that. Of course, they would clock in as per normal. And when we scroll down now to our work completed notes and we open that up, we see we get this new button at the top, which is rewrite with AI in beta. So if we click on this, we get three options. We can generate work notes. So if we've got absolutely nothing in there, we can generate the work notes. And what this is going to do is just look over the job, see what's in the work description, see what parts and materials you might potentially have in there, and it's going to generate the work notes based on what it thinks. Might be useful, might not, might start to learn off the way you structure your jobs and eventually be able to populate some really good data in there. For now, we're not 100% sure what exactly it can learn and generate from. The next one we have is improve writing. So if we write something in there, it's very vague, we've just information dumped straight in there, we can then just press that button. It's going to then change what we've written, structure it a little bit nicer, and then actually allow us to be able to have a nicely formatted group of text. And then last one, fix spelling and grammar. Very simple. If your text are reasonable at writing things and you don't need the information to be too clear, but we still need it to be legible and make sure that the spelling and grammar is correct, use this feature. So we'll go over all three of these now. So first one, we're going to use the generate work notes. So I've just got nothing really exciting written into this job, but we can see when we press on that, it's going to assess the job and we can see it's pulled in some information about the job. It's writing down different things about what the primary focus of what we did was, where we did the works, what we avoided doing, what were our inclusions, exclusions, all those things. It's generated this. Over time, hopefully this can learn what it needs to write in there based on the way you set up your jobs and the things that you can continually edit with it. If you don't like what it's produced, you've got a couple of options. You can either press revert up the top left-hand corner. That'll just put it back to where it was. Or we can press regenerate. So if I press regenerate here, it's going to write it now in a different style compared to what it did. So we can see it's shrunk down. It's included some different things in there. Just another option you have. Keep in mind that if we press save and get out of it, now when I go back in here, we don't get the option to revert back to what we had there. So just keep that in mind. If you do use AI to change what your notes are, don't hit save unless you're absolutely happy with what is in there. In this instance, we're actually going to leave this in here. We'll now open it up and now we're going to say improve writing. So it's going to rewrite and format your text for clarity. So you'll see what it does here now. When I press this, it's going to put some little headings in there and things like that. You can see now technician visit report, date of visit, location. It's broken it up a little bit more, given us some headings. This will structure, say you need to put these notes straight onto a quote or an invoice that you're putting in. Really good to use because it then gives us some clear headings to break it down. We can then click in here if we wanted to move this down onto a new line. We can do that. We can pull the location down as well. And we can start to just, it's pulled all of the information in there for us. We're just now going to structure it to make it look how we want it to look essentially. So another great feature. I don't think this is the one that everyone's amazingly keen for. I think sometimes it might create a bit more work than what it's worth to have to actually, go in here and do all this. You've also then got to read over it all, make sure that it all sounds nice still and you're happy with it. But you can see now we get something that's a little bit more structured, laid out nicely. We've got our headings. You can make any little changes or edits you want, and then you could correct save it and then come back in and correct the grammar if you happen to make any spelling mistakes. The last one that we have, which I think is the one that most people are going to find the most useful, is correcting the spelling and grammar. So say we spelt technician, I tried to spell it wrong and it's corrected me already with my keyboard's correcting. Technician notes. Let's just try and spell some things wrong in here. We can click on this, go fix spelling and grammar, and it'll work away once again. And you can see it has moved up the top here, but you can see now it has corrected the words technician and notes, and just put a colon there for me, thinking that I've made that a heading, and then I'm going to be writing some notes under it. So another great feature. Unfortunately, this isn't available in the technician notes. So you'll see if we do go out here and go into the technician notes, we don't get the same capabilities yet. The main purpose of this is if you're getting your technicians to write something that you're going to be presenting to the customer, instead of spending 15 minutes on every job card, reading through it, making sure it's written properly, proper grammar. I know a lot of you business owners waste a lot of time correcting your technicians' notes. Hopefully this speeds up the process a little bit so that you're just having a quick read over it. It's happy, it's written nice, we know the grammar's good, and we're right to go send it straight off to the customer. So I hope you've enjoyed this Simpro Spotlight session. I hope you've learned something about this. Go and enable it, try it out with your technicians, get feedback on it and see what it does, see the capabilities of AI in Simpro. I think this is a really good step towards making AI in Simpro become a thing. And I think starting with the technicians' work completed notes is a really good point. So I've been Jarryd from Platinum Consultants. If you need any more help, our links will be down in the description below. Feel free to send us an email or reach out via our website if you want any help with anything Simpro related. I've been Jarryd, and we'll see you guys in the next Simpro Spotlight session.